What's up guys, Popo here, and thank you for coming to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I go over different ways to use your MPC. I try to find different fun ways to approach it, and there's a lot of ways to approach it. Today what we're going to do is go over the halftime feature and what to do with your songs that you have not finished yet. Maybe you're not ready to finish and you're not happy with them yet. I was messing with the halftime feature today, and it's my first time using it, and as I go I share, and I have this song playing in the background. I just wiped out my drums, and you can even leave your drums in, but my drums are kind of wacky, so I wiped out my drums, and I got all these different tracks playing. I got like 10 tracks playing, and I'm gonna turn it up for a second so you can hear. And it's something I wouldn't have played, I mean, I've always slowed down my tempo from 120 to 60 or even to 90. This way I can get 3 different vibes into the song. But this halftime has so many different features. I want to kind of go over it and how it helped me better mix my songs by slowing everything down. What I'm saying is, by slowing things down and you can hear every single little detail, and I'm like, well, I could add a little delay here, or I could add a little reverb there and make sure they're not touching. I can hear everything. It's almost like in the Spider-Man scene where he's getting ready to get punched and time just slows down, and then when you speed it back up, everything's so clear. I mean, when you're seeing it in real time and everybody else's eyes, it's like, wow, is he doing that so fast? But everything's happening slower. So trust me on this, dude. Listen to this. And it's cool for me because I love background music. I love being able to have music in the background. This way I can talk over it, or whatever I'm doing over it, if I'm shooting a video of cars or whatever it is. But let's get in here, and I want to show you this halftime feature on the MPC, okay? It's super, super awesome. And I just, like I say, I loaded up an 8-bar beat that I had and pushed play, wiped out the drums, and there's different effects in here that we're going to go over too. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Hit that like button, man. I work really hard to try to get those likes up and share these videos so everybody can kind of learn new techniques on their MPC. I've made like 600 videos, and they're all on how to do something on your MPC. So let's check this one out. Alright guys, so check this out, man. All I did, I went to my master and my channel mixer, right? I hit channel mixer, and then I hit up here because it's on programs, and I go all the way to the right, and I put half speed on. If I take half speed off, this is what the song sounds like. And to make it even better, I transpose -3. Here's the original song. I bring this down, and you can do this track by track. Like if I want track 12 to only go down -3, I only transpose track 12. Go to each track and you can set it differently. But for this one, I just transpose it -3. Which is also a really, really cool trick, guys. Whenever you're messing around with your song, after you play it and it's looping, drop that transpose. You get a totally different flavor, is what I'm saying. And basically what halftime does, it's playing this beat, you can hear the difference. If I put this at 60, it's not the same as if I put it on halftime. Watch. Channel mixer. Gonna turn halftime back on. You can hit this pencil. I got it on a half speed for 1 bar. You can change all of these. What I'm saying, let me change this back. See, that's 1.5. And if you grew up watching like Bloodsport or Kickboxer or any of those old movies where dude goes into deep thought and things get a little blurry, you know, and he remembers his sensei training, this is the kind of stuff that does it, man. And what's dope is you can resample this. You just hit your sampler, put it on resample left and right. Then you can chop up these old samples. What's really, really dope, guys, is there's really, by chopping up those samples, you get some really hard-hitting timpani drums and everything. I just messed up this whole thing here. Let me, because I saved it before we did this. I'm gonna redo this, but yeah, the whole thing is you get different sounding drums when you halftime. And notice that whenever I slowed down the time from when I slowed down the time from 120 to 60, it slowed down the thing. I literally half tempoed it. It's not the same as half timing it. And when I half timed it, it didn't really affect the pitch either, which was really, really awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and push play on this again. It's gonna have the drums in it, I believe. I'm glad that I saved that, because every time you do it, it's different depending on when you start your loop. This is just one of the effects that I've been messing with on here. A very, very cool one, which gets me back into the mixing. When you go into your channel mixer, now that we've messed with the halftime, right? Now that we messed with the halftime and we got all of our tracks, hit menu, track mute, we got our tracks all kind of leveled out and everything in our channel mixer, right? Check this out. So by doing this, I was able to go in here and mute out every single pad with the pad mute, right? And then one by one, I turned each one up until they sounded good, but I couldn't get each one, you know, I'm trying to EQ each one of these. So I go to my programs, one by one. This plugin right here, this stereo width program is what we're gonna go over. See if you can see that. Very important. This air stereo width. If you hit the pencil, this almost acts like an EQ, like a parametric equalizer, where it'll bring things wider. It brings it right down the middle. It gives you a lot of options, and I'm all about using things in a non-traditional way, right? I mean, that's kind of how I found out half of the stuff that I've done on here is by using non-traditional methods and trying to find different ways. But you can take each one of these sounds from your channel mixer. Let's say we're taking this, and I wanted to, you're not going to be able to hear the difference. You got to do it on your MPC, okay? Put your headphones on and select one of these, hit the air stereo width, hit the pencil, and it can do sides only. So if you look at an EQ, it's just pushing your sounds to the sides, alright? You can make it wider right down the middle. It really adds a lot of character to your sound, and it's a lot of something that I would not have done without the halftime, because things are happening so quick that I'd have got punched by that dude, you know what I mean? But in halftime, I saw the punch coming in so slow that I did the whole Spider-Man thing that I was talking about. So that's just one. Of course, that one is huge. And then I want to go over the Air Parametric EQ. This one right here, this is legit right here, guys. This is the Air Parametric EQ. And this here, you can take out your highs, mids, and lows out of each one of your sounds. I see for this little bell noise that I got my lows, mids, and high mids off. I just got the highest of highs on, and they're selected. And if I turn them on, you can hear them. I just don't want my sounds clashing. You want to have each sound in its own pocket. And I've just been learning a lot about this. So these are the plugins that you want to use for this. And again, without halftime, I wouldn't have been able to do this. And it's not slowing the tempo to 60, because I used to play a melody at 60. That way I can mute out the melody while I was turning up the tempo in real time. And then at 90, I would play the other melody with the drum. It was just weird, but this changes everything. You could literally put each one of your songs in here and get a different flavor every time. It's almost like resampling. So I want to go over here and do two more things that really helped. I'm trying to find but yeah, remember I put the half speed over the whole thing, okay? Now, check this out. So the Vox doubler, what I did on my string track right here, if I go to my channel mixer, you can see in my strings, I added the Vox doubler. Here's what it sounds like with and without. With. What this does it's literally giving me like different octaves of strings, okay? It's just really cool. One that I really like, and again, you're gonna have to get on your MPC and do this, because that's half the fun. You know, you can sit here and listen to this all day, but what's really dope is when you start doing this. I'm just trying to encourage you to get in here, use your Air Vocal Harmonizer. The Air Vocal Harmonizer, these are for your mixes. Because if you put the halftime on your master, and it slows everything down, your drums and everything. And then if you take halftime off, after you go through your channel mixer and you're done adding your effects and pretty much leveling everything right here, you can add 4 effects to each one of these, and then go to your master and put it all together. You know what I'm saying? And the doubler works really good. The auto tune thing works alright with your voice. I haven't really got into that too much yet, but I will get into that. And then as far as the vocal harmonizer, that is super super awesome that Akai did that, because you can mix, you can even put like a mid, low, high, and tell each one of the strings. So you play one instrument, you get 4 different octaves pretty much. It's really really awesome. And then as far as, I like the vocal doubler. The vocal doubler is by far one of my favorite tools, and I've been using it for mixing, honestly. I had a really good, I mean, dude, I would not have done this much detailed work with this song, and I'm listening to it and I'm like, I like it. All I gotta do now is add drums over it, and it's still at 120. I gotta unmute all these. So if I go to an empty track, all I gotta do is add my drums over it. Make sure this is on my click. So it plays it in halftime but keeps the tempo at 120. Silly. I've been noticing a couple bugs here lately too, so if you guys have had any bugs, I've reported about 6. But other than that, guys, I just wanted to go over those cool features, and I hope that it helps you kind of get into the mixing process of that. Again, you just hit your channel mixer, and the ones you want to look for are air vocal doubler. They're under your vocals, under vocals here. And then that one that I really really like, you got to go through all of these and find out what they do with your sound, and the best way to do that is with halftime. All of these are great, but you can really hear what they do if you slow everything down. There's some on here that I haven't even gone through, so I know that all these air para EQs are good. Oof, they're all so good. Right on, guys. Get in here and have some fun. Just listen to a little 8-bar loop go over and over and over. Halftime that. When you're playing your song, don't even worry, oh, don't even do that. Just play a melody, go with it, halftime it, and then you'll be able to hear, oh, I can add delay to that, or I can do this or that. It really just opens up more time. It doubles your time to be able to fit stuff in. And then whenever you put it back into regular play without halftime, you might not even want to, because the song sounds so good in halftime that you just lay a beat over it and make 2 songs out of 1. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope that this brought a little bit of value and you learned a little bit something about your MPC today. But I'm going to get back to it, and I'm going to halftime some more of these songs and see what else I got. I will do a tutorial video on the vocal thing next. I haven't got that on there yet. Alright? I'm Popo. I'll see you guys on the next one.